Few reality TV families have achieved the level of fame the Duggar family has. Their hit show, 19 Kids and Counting, captivated audiences for years, offering a glimpse into their large, faith-driven household. Despite the controversies that have followed them, the Duggars continue to attract public attention. Among them, Jessa Duggar Seawald, the second oldest daughter, has become one of the family's most recognizable figures. Known for her authenticity and devotion to faith, Jessa has always shared her life's highs and lows openly. But recently, she revealed heartbreaking news about her youngest son, baby George, leaving fans devastated and emotional. Before her marriage to Ben Seawald in 2014, Jessa was already a central figure in her family's public story. Together, she and Ben built a life rooted in faith and love, eventually welcoming 4 children: Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, and George. Over the years, Jessa has been remarkably open with her followers, offering a real and unfiltered look at motherhood. Through her social media posts and YouTube updates, fans have watched her embrace both the joys and challenges of parenting. Her gentle parenting style, emphasis on faith, and commitment to family values have earned her admiration from mothers around the world. When Jessa and Ben announced George's birth in late 2020, excitement spread quickly across her fan base. The couple joyfully shared glimpses of their new baby, whose sweet smile and expressive brown eyes captured hearts instantly. For months, her followers watched George's milestones and growth with warmth and affection. As time passed, fans began to notice Jessa posting less frequently about baby George. At first, many assumed it was simply her desire to protect her children's privacy. But recently, Jessa returned to social media with a deeply emotional update that changed everything. In a heartfelt Instagram post, she revealed that baby George had been battling a serious, life-threatening illness requiring urgent medical attention. Though she didn't disclose all the details about his condition, her words carried the weight of fear, exhaustion, and faith. She described long nights in the hospital, countless medical tests, and the emotional toll of watching her little boy undergo treatments. Doctors were working tirelessly to find answers, but uncertainty still surrounded George's recovery. For a family known for maintaining privacy in difficult times, Jessa's openness shocked fans and broke their hearts. What stood out most in Jessa's message was her unshakable faith. Even amid fear and pain, she expressed confidence that God had a purpose for George's life. She thanked her community, her husband Ben, and her extended family for standing by her through sleepless nights and endless prayers. Her vulnerability touched countless people. Many mothers related to her struggle and praised her courage in sharing something so raw. In every sentence, Jessa radiated the strength of a woman anchored by faith, love, and resilience. Fans were quick to respond. Within hours, thousands of heartfelt messages flooded the comment section. Supporters from around the world sent prayers, blessings, and messages of encouragement. "You are such a strong mama," one follower wrote. "Our hearts are breaking for you, but we know God is holding George in his hands." Others shared their own stories of children facing illness, offering empathy and solidarity. The outpouring of support was overwhelming. Admirers praised Jessa for her honesty, calling her a role model for mothers everywhere. Many people found comfort in her words, seeing in her story a reminder of how faith can sustain even in the darkest times. "Jessa, we're praying for little George every day," one follower posted. "You've inspired so many with your strength." Another wrote, "Even through your pain, you're showing what true motherhood looks like: faithful, loving, and strong." The Seawald family's story quickly spread beyond their usual fan circles, resonating with anyone who has ever faced uncertainty over a child's health. The online community rallied behind them, proving that even in digital spaces, compassion and unity still thrive. At this point, details about George's condition remain limited. What is clear, however, is that Jessa and Ben are fully committed to their son's care and doing everything possible to ensure he receives the best treatment. Despite the emotional toll, the couple continues to draw strength from prayer, family, and their unwavering faith. While some fans have speculated about whether Jessa and Ben might plan to expand their family again in the future, the focus for now is entirely on George's recovery. Jessa has not addressed those rumors, understandably choosing to prioritize her children's health and healing over speculation. Her openness has deepened her connection with her audience, transforming what could have been a moment of private sorrow into a shared journey of faith and hope. Her story has reminded fans that even public figures face the same heartbreaks and fears as everyone else. In times of hardship, it's often community love and shared belief that help families endure, and the Seawalds are no exception. The endless support they've received has become a powerful reminder of how unity and compassion can bring light into moments of despair. Through all of this, Jess's faith has never faltered. Her words, her calm, and her courage have inspired countless others to hold on to hope, no matter the circumstance. Jessa's heartbreaking update about baby George has not only moved her followers to tears, but also strengthened the emotional bond between her family and their supporters. Her story is one of pain, yes, but also of grace, resilience, and unwavering belief that love can carry us through even the most difficult days. There aren't many reality TV families with as much fame as the Duggars. Their show, 19 Kids and Counting, won over audiences for years with its depiction of their enormous brood and religious lifestyle. The family's prominence in public life has not diminished despite the many scandals that have dogged them over the years. Jessa Duggar Seawald is one of the Duggar family members who has received a lot of attention. Jessa Duggar was second oldest of the Duggar children, has made a name for herself in the spotlight because to her participation in the family's reality program, as well as her own struggles and triumphs. But recently, Jessa broke the terrible news about her son, baby George, and her life has taken a tragic turn. Tragically, the news sent admirers to tears. Detailed below are our current understanding of the problem, Jessa's statements, and the reactions of her followers. A family tree. Jessa Duggar. A little background on Jessa's story is necessary before we get into the tragic news. For a number of years prior to her 2014 marriage to Ben Seawald, Jessa was a mother. George is the youngest of 4 children born to the devout Christians Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, and themselves. Jessa has been open and honest with her social media followers about the ups and downs of motherhood throughout the years. She now speaks out on behalf of big families, the value of faith, and gracious parenting. Many of her admirers look up to her and Ben because they have been so transparent about the challenges and triumphs of parenthood, relationship management, and living out their Christian beliefs. One of the things that has made Jessa so popular is the number of times she has spoken about being a mother. Happy news! Baby George is here. George, Jessa, and Ben's third child was announced in the fall of 2020. Fans were ecstatic to see another Duggar baby, and the happy parents couldn't contain their delight at welcoming their new little one. George, a baby boy born in 2020, became beloved by many due to his charming demeanor and striking brown eyes. Spurgeon, Henry, and Ivy, his siblings, were all overjoyed to have him join their family. Baby George's development and milestone updates were met with great enthusiasm by Jessa's fans, who avidly followed her posts. But Jessa started to be less forthcoming about George's routine as time went on. She was typical of parents in that she rarely shared the intimate details of their children's lives. Still, the social media landscape would be flipped on its head the moment she chose to divulge a tragic health update regarding George. Breaking news: baby George's battles with health. An emotional update about her son, George, was shared with her fans in a recent Instagram post. The devastating news shocked everyone who had been following her motherhood journey. The news that baby George had a life-threatening illness that needed emergency medical treatment was broken by Jessa.